Hello, everybody. So today I just wanted to talk about some New Year's resolutions and what that kind of means to me. I'm sorry that this is such a mess. A couple of days ago it was Christmas, obviously, and I'm surrounded by my Christmas presents because I'm trying to decide how much of it I can fit in the car to go with me to Buffalo. So it is surrounding me until I make that determination. Um, I do want to show one of my Christmas presents because I love it so much. Actually, I got some really awesome presents this year, but I'm just going to show you the one because, okay, get ready for it. Ta-da! This is a Dooney and Burke Disneyland Haunted Mansion backpack. And I'm excited for it. I'm so excited for it for a couple of reasons. One, it's Haunted Mansion, and it's just like, it's amazing. And two, I am going to have the very best backpack of anybody in any of my classes. There's going to be no other RD to be who has a better backpack than me. And that's exciting. Plus, I got another Dooney and Burke bag. They were all on sale, guys. Like, mega sale. So, and this I call my doctor bag. Can you tell why? I mean, if you took away the strap and these were black, wouldn't it look like an old-fashioned doctor bag? I think so. It's awesome. Okay, I said I was going to show one, but obviously that was two. So, and you can kind of see I got snow pants and earmuffs and boots and lots of these things because burr. So most of it's coming with me. Most of it. Poor little Christmas Mickey is going to have to stay here. But that's okay, because I will see him again next year. Okay, so the point of this video, New Year's resolutions. I will not cry. I promise not to cry. I have had a really awful last couple of days, and I know that before Christmas I was like, yeah, like I'm doing okay, and I had a really, good couple of days. I saw Rogue One. That was pretty awesome, and then like a Carrie Fisher died, so that was sad, and then her mom died, so that was extra sad. It's been a sad few days after such a great couple of days. And I went to I went to dinner with my family last night. Because we have a bunch of December birthdays, and so we just do like one big birthday dinner for all of them. My parents included. My parents are both born in December. And I was sitting across the table from my grandmother, and she must have been looking at me for a few minutes, but I had no idea. And everybody else was, talking around me, and I was kind of sitting in the middle end of the table. So like people were talking from this side to this side of me, and I was just sitting there. And my grandmother, she looks at me, and I finally realized she's looking at me, and she goes, "Shelby, where were you? It looks like you were 500 miles away." And that's not the first time people have said that to me either, but I was just like, you know what? I wasn't that far away. I was stuck in my head. So, resolution number 1, to quote Ellen, dance more. And by dance more, I mean get up and move, get out of my head, do something to just get the adrenaline and endorphins going, and not make it like an exercisey type thing. I mean, I exercise plenty. Certain exercises that I've really found have helped with my Crohn's and endo and thyroiditis and the works. So it's not that. It's not something I feel like I have to do. It's not like Pilates where I'm like, all right, it's Pilates time. I mean dance more as in get off your tushy in the middle of what you're doing and be silly. Be goofy, get out of your head, do something to get moving, do something to make you smile, find the rhythm, find the beat, dance. Yeah. So that's something that I would like to pass on to a lot of you as well. find something that you can do at any given moment, maybe not, if you're in church or like in the middle of a lecture or something, but something that you can do. Maybe you're studying, maybe you're sitting at your desk at home and you're working on bills or whatever it is. Find something that you can do for like a good 3 to 7 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in that short interval where you can just let go. Because to be quite frank, we don't do that enough as a people, as a country, as a species. Let go. Because life is very short, very, very short. If there is anything I have learned this year, it is that people who don't deserve to die, die. And life is very short. And if you don't enjoy your life, what are you doing here? So, no matter who you are or what frame of mind you're in, find something that you can do on a regular basis, spontaneously, to get out of your head, get moving, and just find a little piece of happiness in whatever it is that you're doing. Because that is important. It is the small things that matter. And if you're depressed, or you have terrible anxiety, or you're manic depressive, or you have chronic pain, maybe if you have chronic pain, get up and do something, but you can do something with your hands. You can listen to a really good song and nod along, just something that you don't have to think about. It doesn't involve any thinking at all. It either involves movement or it involves, just taking something in sensorily. I don't know if that's a word. A sensory thing that you don't have to think about, right? There's no thinking, there's just sensing. That's what I mean by dance more. At least to me, that is my thing where I can do it anytime, any place, and just like get out of my head, especially if I'm alone, which, if you're going to be dancing and you dance as fast as I do, you might want to be alone. But it's that thing that just, it gets you out of here. So that is resolution number 1. And I don't usually set resolutions because I'm a lazy person. I need motivation, but a New Year's resolution isn't usually enough for me because I'm a very depressed person, as I've talked about. I have chronic pain, I have chronic illness, and so usually after about, day 2 or 3, I don't even make it to week 2 or 3. Day 2 or 3 after the New Year's, I'm like, well, this year's as crappy as last year, so what's the point? The point is, if you can set SMART goals as resolutions, SMART as in specific, measurable, attainable, forgot what R is, I don't know, and timely, meaning you pick a time when you're supposed to be done. Those are SMART goals. If you make resolutions SMART goals, maybe your overall goal, your resolution is to make this year better than last year. And we all know 2016 should be forgotten. So, 2017, set a SMART goal. So my resolution or SMART goal 2017, and I'm not going to cry, I promised I wouldn't cry, is to forgive myself. Now, you may be thinking, Shelby, you just said set a SMART goal. How do you measure a forgiveness? I don't know. But right now, what forgive myself means is that I can look myself in the mirror in the next 3 to 5 months. I'm saying somewhere either by my birthday or by the end of this first term, I can look myself in the mirror and say, I know that I am doing the best that I can for myself. And what that means is I'm not carrying the baggage of the bad decisions I made, whether I knew they were bad decisions or not at the time, and there are both. There are some decisions that were bad that I had no idea. I was blindsided by how wretched they were, and there were some decisions that I knew were not good decisions at the time, and I did it anyway. So, I want to forgive myself. And if I can look myself in the mirror and realize that, yeah, especially at this moment in time, I am doing the best that I can, and I am making up for all of those awful decisions that are now in the past, right? I have forgiven myself, and I can move on with my life. And what do we need to do at all times is move on, right? Don't dwell. Don't get stuck in the past, because honestly, that is where depression lives, right? And living too far in the future, that's where anxiety lives. We don't want either one of those. We want to live in the middle, we want to live in the present, and we want to choose to be happy. I hate it when people tell me being happy is a choice, because sometimes it is not. But it is a choice to dwell, right? Dwelling in the past, fretting about the future, those are choices. And sometimes it is important, right, to think about the future and learn from the past. But living in either one of those places, that's not living in the present, okay? I want to live in the present, and I think by forgiving myself, I can start to move toward the present. I'm not going to be jumping from here to the decisions I made 5 years ago, the decisions I made 7 years ago. I can't live there, right? Decisions from 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I can't live there. They were awful decisions. Okay, but they happened and they're over. Neither can I live in 2019 when I'm supposed to be graduated. I can't even live in March right now, okay? When I'm going to be 26 and I lose my health insurance. Because I have done everything that I can. Trust me, yesterday was a terrible day. I couldn't stop crying. I've done everything I can to prepare myself and my situation for when I lose my health insurance, right? So I can't think about, well, what is it really going to be like? I can't live there. I've done what I can, and until that day comes and I see what is actually happening, I can't do anything but be reactionary, okay? So you plan, you do the best you can, and then you don't live there. You come back to the present and you do what you have to do. And you choose, right, to be in that moment. And that moment can be bad, sad, happy, whatever, but you're living there and you're living it. You're living the moment. And that is the goal. That is my goal, at least. So, I don't mean to be preachy and I don't mean to yell. Mostly I'm yelling at myself because I can see myself right there. So yeah, those are my 2 resolutions. I feel like I should make more, but to be honest, those 2 are they're difficult. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. And I hope maybe I'm inspiring you, or at the very least this video may or may not hold me accountable for my own choices and my own resolutions. So, from Frosty and me, I hope you had a great holiday, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, solstice, Yule, whatever it is you celebrate, festive season. I don't care if you celebrate one thing or nothing. I hope you've had a great December, and I hope it was a good end to an otherwise god-awful year, and that your new year is everything you hope it to be and more. So, we'll see you all soon. There may or may not be another video before the beginning of next year. Not sure. Probably not. So, I will see you all in 2017 and choose to live in the present.